Hello folks, Damien Jones here again for you today. My God, it's been a long time, hasn't it? 5 months I think it's been since the last upload. But to be fair, I've been incredibly busy, and also I haven't really had an awful lot to show you. And if I haven't got anything to show you, I'm not going to waste my time, obviously, because that would be silly. But I'm here for you today, and today we're talking about strength resistance exercises, because I've had in the post something which I just fancied the look of, really, and I wanted to share it with you today. Now, the theme of my more recent videos have been the use of the Bullworker, and I have many of these devices, but as yet I haven't put my hand in my pocket and forked out between 150 and £200 for one of the new modern ones. I mean, I'm quite happy as it stands using my X5 and my more traditional Bullworker here. You know, this is the Bullworker 2 Mark II, and it's a good device, and it's got some good tension on it, and it's marvellous, and it's lovely, and you can pull it this way, you can pull it that way, and you can get a damn good workout on it. And I've had this many years, and I'm very pleased with it. It's for me. But as as also a bit of a collector and a hoarder, I went and saw online a blue Bullworker. It's brand new, it's not vintage like what I've been using, and I just really fancied it. And so I've been trying it out, and I've been suitably pleased with it. Reason why I got this one out here today is to show you how similarly this Indian company have copied, our more vintage style of Bullworker. Should we just call this style of Bullworker the Bow Classic style, if you will, for now? So rather than calling it a Bullworker 2, Bullworker Classic, yeah, it's the same thing. The only difference between really one of these traditional type of Bullworkers and the new updated version is that there's an attachment here where you can undo it and change the spring tension. Other than that, it's exactly the same device effectively. There's been a few modifications, there's rubber on the grips stop you slipping, and little adaptations like that. But as good as all of that is, I still don't think it warrants the price. And so I asked myself, could I get myself a brand new Bullworker at, a reasonable price? And I have found one. And here it is. It's brand new. It come to me all the way from India. It's under a different brand name. It's called J J JONEX Muscle Master. And it even tells you when this one's been made. It was made August of last year. So it's all new stock. And I wanted to go over it with you today and show you it, because I was really quite impressed with it. And plus, it's a really beautiful unit. Now, like with your new modern Bullworker, this one by J J JONEX, it comes in, a good sturdy case with a Velcro strap. And I'll pull it out for you now and show you. It's lovely, it's blue. I mean, look at that. Hey. So, for your money, I'll tell you what it cost at the end of the video. For your money, you get this lovely sort of like, what would I describe that as? Sort of like nylon, thick nylon type material and some webbing. It's got a good case with it, so you can look after it. It comes with full instructions, as you would expect. You get this wall chart. I hope you can see all of that. It's a bit curled up. all of the different exercises, and obviously you can pin that on your wall as you would have done with your classic Bullworker. And it's a good range of isometric and isotonic exercises there for you. The unit itself, wow, I mean, look at that. The workmanship and everything, it's just fantastic. We're going to compare this new unit, and again, the pressure on it is brilliant. It's nice and smooth. It's tough. It's very durable. It's really nicely made. Now, comparing it to my original Bullworker 2 over here, it's very, very similar. They're about, measuring them side by side, there's about an inch difference between them. And the handle itself, it is, I mean, with the original Bullworker, you've got, you know, this is great for big hands like mine, you know. You've got plenty to grip there, plenty of room. But with this this Muscle Master, I mean, it's a little bit smaller, but it's still perfectly doable, you know, even for a large-handed person like me. I really like this this matte black finishing they put on here as well. I love the blue handles. I mean, pretty much that's what sold me the idea. I love the blue handles. I love the blue plastic on the rope, and they've got this like power meter, which like the original. Whoops! On my original, it's actually missing. Let me turn it around. Yeah, that's the right way. On mine, it's my original one. It's actually missing. It would have been basically a clear perspex ruler which attached to this, and when you contract it, this would push up and give you a reading. Now you can put a meter sticker on there, and as you can see, I've cut a hole in my gauge to act as like a viewing mirror. So I mean, that is fixable, but it does tend to wear off. On the new one, it's not clear plastic, it's blue, sort of screwed on in keeping with the colour aesthetics of the device. And obviously when you contract, there's your ruler, and when you contract, you push that meter up and it sort of gives you a reading, something to go by, you know, when you're doing your workouts and stuff. I've been using the Bullworker now for, God, about 6 months, and I have to say I have really, really noticed the difference. I've been mostly I've been using obviously the Bullworker X5 in conjunction with my old Bullworker here, my Bullworker 2, and I've been getting really good results from it. You know, I've been doing the old Dave Prowse workout regime, and it's been working out well for me. I've been warming up with Spemby chest expanders. I've been doing some squats and doing the chest expander, and then doing a full Bullworker workout. And yeah, I wouldn't say I've lost any weight. I've lost a little bit of weight over the last 6 months with it. I've probably lost about 3 or 4 kilos, which, you know, I wouldn't have done otherwise. All of the muscles, you know, they're awake. They're awake. I'm feeling it. And I'm so much stronger. It's unbelievable. everything's awake again. I feel like, I mean, I'm 44. I feel like I'm 24. Yeah. So it's really working out for me. And, I can't, I can't praise using the Bullworker again after all these years enough, really. But I do think these new units are overpriced. Now, I mean, don't go looking at me and say, "Oh, you're cheapskate, this, that, and the other." You only want to use old units, or you're not prepared to put your hand in your pocket. Uh, why should I? I mean, there's perfectly good alternatives on the market today, which are very, very well. They are in fact exactly the same, more or less, devices the originals. I mean, so you can get a new Bullworker this day and age without spending 150, £200 for the. From what I can tell, the only, and trust me, I know what I'm talking about because I am not afraid of putting my hand in my pocket. I mean, I bought the Bullworker Bible, which I'll probably go over with you more in another video at a later date. But I went through the Bullworker Bible, which is an excellent book, and I thoroughly recommend it. But it does seem to be geared and written in a way very much towards buying a new Bullworker, basically. And from what I can gather, the only real difference is, say, like with the modern Bullworkers, this is the full range of modern Bullworkers. I mean, that little thing there, whatever it's called, the Isobo or something, I forgot, the Bullworker Classics here. They have made some interesting adaptations. The main one, though, is obviously going to be the fact that you can change the strength of the spring which you put inside. I mean, that's a good idea. It enables people to work on weaker muscle groups, strengthen them up gradually using lesser resistance, working up to greater resistance. I can see the logic in that. That's absolutely fine. I'm not saying don't buy a new Bullworker by any stretch, but what I'm saying is if you want a Bullworker and you don't want to get an old second-hand one, I mean, you don't have to do that because there are brand new models on the market which are just as good as the originals, and dare I say it, just as good as what Bullworker are doing today. Interesting things, though, that they have done on the new Bullworkers is they've got this rubberized grip, which I think's good. Whether it'll stand the test of the time, we don't know. But you've got this rubberized grip. You don't really need that, though. I mean, you could wear a better. If you're particularly sweaty when you work out, you could always put a pair of weightlifting gloves on or something, so that you don't slip when you're using the old type. Other than that, the spring change, I think is about the best adaptation that they've done. And also with the rope pulleys on the new one, I noticed that they've got these hand grips on them nowadays, which I mean, you could buy this. You could buy a new Bullworker or an old Bullworker. You don't necessarily have to have that. I mean, it's not going to really affect the quality of your workout, is it? But obviously, I can see the logic in those new adaptations, but I just don't think they're worth the money, which is why I've gone for the Muscle Master. Again, as I say, I'll reiterate, it is just about an inch shorter, but other than that, it's effectively exactly the same thing. So there it is. I recommend it. I bought mine for £31, brand new, from an online company called Desert Carts, which is based out in India. They shipped it to me here in the UK, 12 days, by DHL, I think it was, that shipped it out to me. Very quick, very fast, very efficient, very trustworthy, you know. They delivered, and I'm really pleased with it. I love the colour of it, the resistance. I would say it's got a good I would say there's a good £110 resistance there. Yeah, good £110 resistance there. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, and I am very pleased with it. So there it is, folks. This is the Indian equivalent of Bullworker. It's the Muscle Master by J J JONEX, and it's a beautiful unit, as you can see. It's made to high quality standards. There's nothing shoddy about this. There's nothing cheap about this. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall to bits. The only drawback is it is just a touch smaller, but not enough to make a great difference to your workout. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Really, really pleased with it. I think it's a beautiful unit, and to be honest with you, even if nothing else, it's a welcome addition to my collection, of which I have quite a few now. I think I've got about 8 different Bullworkers at the minute. Yeah, so yeah, very pleased with it. The Muscle Master by J J JONEX from India, brought to me by desertcart.co.uk, or it may be in America, it may be .com, I don't know. It took 12 days to get to me. It was incredibly reasonably priced. I paid pretty much for this what I would pay for a second-hand one these days off eBay. So, I mean, if you want a new one, get one off Desert Cart, It's a no-brainer. Anyway, there it is. The Indian Blue Bullworker. Hope you enjoyed this one, folks. I hope it was interesting and informative. And, if you want one, go and get one. For now, though, my name is Damien Jones. It's been a pleasure as always. And I will see you on the next video with something else. Take care. Bon voyage.